Oh shit! It's time for the motherfucking Soapbox. What's up, y'all? I got some shit on my chords today. It's all this up and down. But for some reason, it's all like dumping onto my throat. It's all dumping on my throat. You know what I'm saying? The mucus, you perv. So today, I want to talk about the newest album from our friends over at VulfPeck. Go on, hop up on your soapbox. Ba-da-da-da. All right, so there's a lot to be said. All right, a lot to be said here. I really love VulfPeck. I think this band is friggin' awesome. Their music is so good. And they just, at the end of last year, around November, I think, they were dropping these singles, and then finally the whole album is out. The album is called Schvitz, which I think means sweat. Yeah, and the whole thing is like they're all in robes and red hats. It's funny. What I like about VulfPeck, which I learned, VulfPeck means a tiny little kiss from a wolf. Isn't that cute? I don't remember much German from my studies, but I think I could say Gesprechen des Akkolokleichstädts VulfPeck Gabrichen Glückstapzigat and that should come across pretty plainly to all of you. Great band. I've been listening for a while. They've been putting out music since like 2012, something like that. And these guys are great. You're talking Joe Dart. You're talking Cory Wong, right? You're talking Antoine, Stanley, and Theo Katzman sit in often as singers with VulfPeck. And if you've never heard Antoine Stanley sing, if you have never heard Antoine Stanley sing, say it with me now. 1, 2, 3. Good damn. Because that dude, he sangs. That dude sangs. I'm going to go ahead and compare Antoine Stanley to maybe a modern day James Brown. Doug, hit him with the James Brown quote.
I was got a brand new bag living in America. Sex machine, get up off of that thing. I feel good. Jam.
Solid. I'll call him James Brown-esque, but maybe without all the crazy drugs and stuff. I don't know. I don't know his life. Don't know his life. All I know is that the dude sings, and he does some James Brown-like stuff because music is almost like funk, right? It's like funk. It's like they often play it at breakneck speeds, or they do funny things where Antoine will shout at the band and say, "Take me up a half step," and they'll move up a half step and go, "No, I don't like that. Take it back down." Hilarious. Love it. What I love about VulfPeck is this. They got awesome sound. They're brilliant musicians, but you can tell they're playing. You can tell they're just playing around. They're goofing around. They're having a good time. They're doing what sounds good to them. And that's what I really enjoy when I listen to good musicians, right? When I listen to good bands that are tight. And you could tell that all these musicians are masters of their instrument. So anyway, right out of the gate, I mean, you get this kind of funky. That's funky. Right at the top of the album. The song's called Sauna. It's really good. So anyhow, I love the way that these guys do this. Often they'll make instrumental tracks. They'll make tracks that have brilliant lyrics. They'll make tracks that have goofy lyrics. They got a whole song. The second song on the album is about an earworm and how earworms, that melodies that get into your head, have to survive, and that they're not going to do you any harm, but they do want to live in your brain, and that's hilarious. Theo Katzman, who's a great singer, often sings as sort of the front man with VulfPeck. I know him from their album Hill Climber, and I'm sure many others. But Theo Katzman, great singer, and they have I think it's third or fourth track on the album, a song called "All That's Left of Me Is You," and they do some interesting stuff in here. Right, I won't hit you with the verse, but when the chorus finally comes in, it's kind of got this like, "All that's left of me is you. All that's left of me is you. All that's left of me is you. All that's left of me is you." Oh, that's nasty. That's good. That's real good. I mean, good nasty. Good nasty. So what I'm hearing here in this song, you know, you got this, all that's left of me is... What the That's some Beatles shit. That's what that is. That's some Paul McCartney. Sounds like Beatles shit right there. All that's left of me is... All that's left of me is you. Oh, all that's... Now watch this. D sharp or E flat minor, D sharp minor, right, to E major, and then they do this kind of thing. Walk it down to B minor. Oh my God. Tasty. It's tasty. They do a great cover on this album of a Bob Dylan song called You Gotta Serve Somebody. If you've never heard that song, I encourage you to listen to VulfPeck's. I encourage you to listen to Bob Dylan's version because it's a really interesting song. The lyrics are great. Basically, he's saying it doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you're from, how much money you got, how much status you got to serve somebody. And if you don't believe it, test it. I think my favorite song on the album is, I'm going to look it up here. Oh, yeah, it's great. So we get this kind of, yeah. So it's a song called Heaven. If I could start with a joke or two, get a smile to come out of you, give you all that I gotta give, so we could sing like the angels do, angels did. I hope you feel this way. Somebody feel this way. It's time to make a change, 'cause if we can act right in heaven, then we might not know that we have one. I mean, that's a 4-chord song, and yet they do this. They got a groove to it. It's almost like I don't know. Who does it remind me of? And two, you know what I love about that? A 3-part pre-chorus. A 3-part pre-chorus. You know me. You know I love a good 3-part anything. 3-part chorus, 3-part verse, 3-part. Just make it irregular, right? So that way when the chorus finally drops, it feels like it kind of comes in at a surprise, which is really, really smart. You know, it's just really good music. So I encourage you all to start listening to VulfPeck. You're going to hear some songs. Now, there are some songs, don't get me wrong, when they're doing all their funk stuff, sometimes I have to be like, yeah, we get it. Yeah, okay, I get it. But I just think VulfPeck from top to bottom, you're going to find some quality music. And I just had to talk about it because I've been listening to it so much. So put it on your playlist. Give it a listen. It's great driving music. It's a lot of fun to just put on in the background and hear because you get a little bit of that. You catch it in the ear and you go, oh my God, this is so good. Next thing you know, you're listening to it all the time. So check them out. VulfPeck, it means a little kiss from a nice wolf. Or it means, I guess, the muscle on the wolf that... contracts the arms. Little anatomical humor for you. So anyhow, let me know what you think of the album. Post what you think in the comments. Won't read them. Not going to read them. Just not going to do it. But, listen to it. I think you'll enjoy it. And if you don't like it, tough. Damn!